So I'm just hanging here at my favorite smoking space, hanging with some very quiet people here at the cemetery. So, smoking a Brian Duran from 2014. What would you call that, a log? Smoking some Chesapeake from the Country Squire, Jackson, Mississippi, courtesy of my friend Bill in Spokane. Thank you, Bill. Much appreciated. It's on my way back to the office from the post office. So I try and walk down every day and get my mile walk in. The sighing of the wind in the trees. And this little quote at Chief Seattle's grave, the very dust beneath your feet respond more lovingly to our touch. Chesapeake's okay. Tastes like a burley blend to me, with a little aromatic something going on. That's what I had handy, so I just thought, what the heck. Between rain showers here. So our, what is it called, our water year runs from October to October. Why October? Why not the end of December like everything else, like the Julian calendar? I don't know. Some water guy had this great idea. Let's do it from October to October, okay? Yeah. So anyway, our water year starts in October. And at this point, about halfway through March, if it didn't rain another drop for the rest until October, we would have achieved our average water year. So we get about 40 inches of rain a year, and we have achieved that already. So we'll see what summer brings. Somebody said, oh yeah, it's supposed to be a dry summer. Well, we'll see. So we were working, I don't want to even get into it. What I do for a living is so different often from what my job description says I do. So I guess my point being that so much gets done effectively through the personal relationships that you have. Work relationships, work-generated relationships, but I realize we're in kind of a small town in a little bit of a hick county. But gosh, so much just gets accomplished so much more efficiently when you know the people you're dealing with and they know you. You know, they're not doing you a favor in acting expeditiously, but they're willing to assist because they know you, they may or may not like you, but you have kind of a relationship already going, and wow, that can be priceless. You know, we've been dealing with a number of issues, and part of what I do for my job is coordinate between the county and my employer. And much of that is just happens because we know who the players are, we know who, and it's not illicit in any way, shape, or form. It's just you know who to call, so you just zero right in there, and they know you, and you don't waste any time, and you don't. So it works. And I won't get into a discussion about government and what's the role of government and so forth and so on. It's getting more and more polarized, I would say. But there's a certain amount of government that just is, just happens, and you just need to work with it. And it's there for a reason, historically, legally, jurisdictionally, laws that are passed by state legislatures that have to be made real at the county level, so. Sounds like we have a motor vehicle collision somewhere. Pager's going to go off here shortly. It's interesting, the phone app for 911 calls can be 30 seconds ahead of the pager. So I'm going to turn the pager down so it's not too disruptive when it does go off. Okay. But anyway. So I was struck this week by how developing relationships in government just makes things work so much better. And that's true about everything we do. If you have a kid playing Little League football or soccer or something like that, it just helps if you have some kind of relationship with the coach, so that if you have a comment, you don't have to sideline quarterback. You can actually say, "Hey Joe, that looked like maybe that could have improved if we would have done this." And I don't know. That's all it is. It's just relationships at work. So people poo-poo that, and it's becoming more difficult to establish and maintain those relationships because we don't meet face-to-face much anymore. It's all our 350 Facebook friends, but that is not the same. That is not the same kind of relationship that gets work done. So I don't know, I'm just musing, I guess. Yeah, I wish there was somebody here to really have a conversation with, because it's kind of an interesting topic for me. And this week just highlighted it. It's like it was just so clear to me. And yet, truly, we are less able to have those relationships these days. So I wonder if some of the polarization in politics and so forth is frustration that people feel with the government, that they don't feel as able to just go in and get questions answered efficiently. So it works from both ends. I don't know what the solution is. Used to be we'd have quite a number of meetings in a year with different organizations and so forth, and you'd make presentations and share the latest research or project work or whatever, and that happens quite rarely now, and that's too bad, because it's at those places that a lot of those relationships are initiated and forged. So I don't know what the solution is. I don't know if there is one really. And yet we all feel more connected than ever. I guess I would disagree with that. I think that's a fiction. Sure, we know what people had for dinner last night because they put it on Facebook, and that they went to a show. But the meaningful stuff isn't happening as much. So, just my thought. Anyway, Duran 2014 USA. So take advantage of a little sunshine. We have to. These sun breaks are like critical. And you know, actually, I moved here from Colorado where there are like 300 sunny days a year. And lately it's been 80 degrees in Denver. Oh my gosh. So they're going to burn up this summer, I'll bet. But already are. But I came here where there are like 300 cloudy days a year. And it kind of takes a toll on your psyche. So my doc, who I'm not too crazy about, but he had said, you know, I've had some good luck with people taking vitamin D. And I thought, yeah. But I did. And I take a 10,000 IU little mini gel cap thing. And wow, that made a difference, you know. So that's a pretty good naturopathic kind of remedy. Seasonal affective, I guess we'd call it disorder again. Sad. But yeah, that really worked for me. Anyway, great place to have a pipe smoke. Like I say, people are pretty quiet here. But it does lend itself to reflection. You know, all these lives where they were at least as active as we are, and socially engaged, and had families, and had trials and tribulations and successes, and